Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Oklahoma City Bison. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
So pinpoint, so accurate. Sometimes we forget just how good he is. We start to take him for granted because he always places the ball exactly where it needs to be for his receivers.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Rodgers will try again on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now Rodgers finding time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. On now is the Packers punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 15. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So second and 10 here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
He's got time. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. So the incomplete pass brings... Coleman now. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got... Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out, be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3-and-out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Rodgers to throw on second down. The left side throw complete to Adams. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Rodgers now on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough third down. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's got Hireman. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Packers. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Frank's now on to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time out they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team, but one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the run. It was time to make a break for it.
They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Let's go! They go play action here on 1st down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking for the guy carrying the ball. He was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a 1st down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now Rodgers. And he comes back with one complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. When a good play is made on defense, Oftentimes, leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Now this offense ready to take over again. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt. It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Surveying the field. Going underneath. It's Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding time. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That was good for 16, and the drive will continue. So they're operating in the red zone.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're
nowhere to go here, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackle.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now a play fake here on first down. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That had... Disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Take it at the 37. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. We get a look at the Packers defense as they work their way into position. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They just fly.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got time. He's going to float this one deep right side. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to... Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get them right to quarter number 3. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now back out comes the offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
We talk about mobility and his accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now back to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll escape to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back to throw here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It's a loss of 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, that was point-counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Cobb. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series, 3rd and 13. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
They're going to look to throw, surveying the field. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
This is Coleman. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Mike Daniels in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15.
Illegal block in the back. Return team. Automatic first down.
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. 10 yards still left on second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Finding time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because...
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And we say it all. Welcome back, everybody, to Oklahoma City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And what a big-time play there. 65 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen, that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. So the chain gang now done for the drive. Ball on the 10, 1st and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rolling to his right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Their big tight end. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And no doubt they are waiting for him to break out of this little funky as it's carried over from last game into this one.
And now we've got to find out who's going to step forward to help him. All right, where will they lean in order to get him through these struggles? Do they go with the offensive line? Maybe try and run the ball a little bit more? Go to a shorter passing game, get the ball out of his hands quicker, let other guys do the work? They've got to figure out something, because normally he's carrying them. In this case, they've got to find a way to carry him. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. It's going the other way. And the ball is knocked out.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. He's going to wind up and air it out. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And Frank's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3 and out.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll look to throw, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That one complete to Anderson. A good pickup there at 22. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
False start, offense.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get no rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Throwing now is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It's a gain of 9 yards. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got Hireman. Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be a Green Bay 1st down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively, and they're going to speed things up here. Here's Rodgers to throw, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Rodgers again now. He's got time in the pocket. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Surveying the field. And that one incomplete. It also breaks a string of 7 straight completions as well, as it leads to a 4th down. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Now Rodgers got to have this one. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Oklahoma City, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.